I have been wanting to make this video for a really long time. I'm not the best at video editing, so that's part of why it's taken me so long. But I am going to try and insert photos into this video throughout while I'm talking. A lot of the times that I have used my Fujifilm x100v for professional shoots, not as my solo main camera. Let me point that out there right away. I'm not saying this is a camera that you would use as your main wedding camera or anything. Do not do that. I do think though it is a great companion. For me it's a third camera because it's not even my second one. Right now I still just have the x100v. I am still waiting for my x100VI. They keep saying they're gonna get them in any day now, and Fuji has been telling the store that for over a month now. And I'm next on the list, so I'm just waiting. Any day now I should get that call. Part of the reason I want the new one is just because I want to have a backup. So if something goes wrong, I have this one as a backup. I also want the in-body image stabilization that's gonna be in the new one because of video. I don't do video all that much, but the few times I have this out and I may just want to be oh, this would be a really nice spot to get just a cute video to go with this. It'd be really cool to be able to do. Not just for professional work, but on trips. But for this camera, I have used it for at least 3 weddings, I think, and some photo shoots, engagement shoots. A lot of the times my husband has it and is taking behind the scenes photos with it. So some shoots I have used it on, but more for that. But lately I've been actually pulling it out to use in actual shoots a little bit too. And I've really liked it. For part of that reason is it gives me an instant edited photo that I can just go ahead and give the couple basically. But also if I have on a wedding day, say I have my 85 on one camera and my 50 on another camera, because I don't need a super wide shot, but every once in a while I would like one, I have this. It's a 35, so it's wider. But the main thing I've noticed, and I've heard other people say this too, is if you were to go use this during the reception hour, cocktail hour, whatever, reception hour is not really an hour, but you know what I mean. I have used it so much during those kind of moments where you're trying to get candid shots of people, because people are so much less intimidated by this than my big gear, but also it allows me to just move around and quietly take a few photos without people even really realizing I'm doing it, which is where the new one would come in handy because I can use the digital teleconverter a little better than it is on here, I think. To be honest, I still use it on here. I do also have the 50mm lens for this, and I do love it, although I haven't found myself using it as much lately. I also love using a Pro Mist filter on this, but lately I have actually been using it without one because I'm I kind of like when the photos are super clear. So it just depends on the scenario, but I have been using it a ton for weddings and photo shoots, and that's what I kind of wanted to show in here. So there will be photos going through this video the whole time that I've taken all on this camera. Now most of the time those photos are edited in Lightroom, because when I do deliver a gallery to my couples, I want the photos to all look consistent. So I do take the raws, I shoot raw JPEG at the same time, so I can give them JPEGs that day or something, but then I have the raws that I can then edit to match the photos I've taken on my R6 and my R8 for the rest of the session or the rest of the wedding day. And that way they all have a similar look to them. They're not always exactly the same because Fuji color science is different than Canon color science, yeah. But I do think it works really well. So the photos that I will be showing you on here are all edited in Lightroom because they are all ones that I edited to go with the wedding galleries. So I'm just really excited though. I think it turned out super well. Any 35mm camera, you're gonna have some distortion if you get super close to people, but I have that on my regular 35 too. So I do think this is an awesome camera, and I love how portable it is. I also love that if it starts raining, I'm not worried about this. I'm not worried about my R6 either, but my R8 I don't think is weather sealed. I think it might be slightly, but I don't know that I trust it. Whereas this I trust. I have a filter on it, I trust it. I've taken it out in the rain before. I've taken my R6 out in the rain. Both of those are solid. If I needed another weather sealed camera, I've got this. So I think it's great for using for professional work too. So I like it, like I said, especially when you're trying to be discreet and get little candid photos. No one's paying attention to this. If anything else, it's a conversation starter, but no one's really paying attention to you taking photos on this little tiny camera as they are if I were to pull out this. People are gonna notice this one. They just are, but not really this one. So it's very easy. Also, let me know if you guys liked the quality of this video because I filmed it on my new Sony ZV-1 and I think it looks really good. I don't have my ring light right now because my dad is borrowing it. So I'm really liking this.